Hello, everybody. Welcome and thank you for buying the cards. I do hope you're enjoying them and that tonight we'll be able to answer lots of questions, perhaps do some readings and a meditation, and see exactly what you want. So, would anybody like me to pull a card for them? Or perhaps we'd have a general one for the evening. Yeah, I'll just take the cards. Remember, the minute that you hold the cards in your hand, it automatically moves you into the fifth dimension. And when you take a card, it changes your frequency. So let's just see what we've got with nature. Okay. The reason I'm doing it that way is because I put them in order so that I could find cards if people referred to them. And if I can't, then it doesn't matter. We have got nature. And so what a wonderful card to share. It's a one. I'm sorry, I was just reading the chat. That's why I laughed. And thank you, Heike. She said she loves the Golden Future cards. It's the seventh deck of mine that she's got. Oh, bless you. And they're all wonderful, but this deck is very special and high frequency. It's certainly high frequency. So when you look at this card, what I'd like you to put up on the chat is, what is the first thing you see when you look at the card? That'll be really interesting. What is the first thing anybody sees when they look at the card? Someone's asking if it's being recorded. Well, I assume it is. They're always recorded. The swan. Okay. The water, the waterfall, big bubbles, waterfall, integration of. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay. So as you're looking at it, everybody is seeing something different. So the card is meaning something different for all of you. That is fabulous. Somebody said butterfly. I'm not sure where that is. The vibrant colors, the bubbles, the sunshine. Okay. So the one thing that's common to it's the theme of the cards is the hummingbird. So some of you said you noticed the hummingbird. And so hummingbirds are about joy and lightness and happiness and even bliss. They are also bringing the Lemurian energy in. So that's the love of nature. It's the togetherness and the oneness. So if any of you first saw the hummingbird, then that's a message for you. The explosion of colors. So what does that mean for you? That means, wow, I would interpret that as saying there's something very exciting about to happen in your life, that something vibrant and glorious and beautiful is coming in. Many of you saw the swan. Now, the swan is indicating purity and also majesty. So, is it time for you to absolutely claim who you are, your majesty? And then you can act in much, much higher ways. Somebody saw the rainbow. And so the rainbow is about the hope ahead. We are moving into the golden future. The cards are about the golden future. And so when you see hope ahead, the card is saying to you, there is hope. Radiate that energy to everybody. Remember, the reason you have bought these cards or been given the cards, got the cards, is because you're fifth dimensional. You're a light worker. Your task is not just to raise your own frequency, but it's to help the entire planet move forward. There's never been such an opportunity for spiritual growth. Just imagine that you have got the golden key, a challenging life, possibly, but one in which you can make a huge difference to others and your own soul growth. Several of you saw a waterfall, and several of you saw bubbles. So I wonder what a waterfall means to you, because it's about purity, it's about flow, it's about energy moving, so many things. Now, as you know, one of the first things you do when you look at a card, if you're really, really wanting to interpret it, is to look in the booklet for the explanation that it gives and the guidance. And so the message is tune into the natural world. And then what it reminds us is in the golden future, humans, elementals, and the angelic realms will co-create a paradise on earth. So remember, when you see an animal, that they're working with us. If you see a tree, the trees are working so hard to help the planet move forward, and that we are all part of that wonderful oneness, helping everyone to shift. And Anna has said to her, the card means loving yourself and being finally authentic. Oh, thank you. Seems a really nice things to say. Oh, water and flow, rejuvenation and cleansing. So if that's your message, then take notice of that message. Oh, Philip says the nature course you're doing with, thank you, the Diana Cooper School of Light. We have many courses in our school. It's not just angels, it's many courses on different aspects of spirituality. Okay. Now, are there any questions that you have to ask about the cards? Remember, we've got this hour to answer questions, do readings, do a meditation perhaps, and look at the cards more deeply. So if you've got any questions, just remember to put them up and I'll try to answer them. Let's just see. Could you please share about the back of each card? Well, the back of each card is this, I think, glorious diamond. I mean, to me, it's the golden diamond. It's the heart-shaped diamond radiating energy. And that's the message, that we all have to radiate the love from our heart, the golden future energy, and lift lots of people up with us. We're not doing this in isolation. We're all doing it together. I've managed to do something which is, good. Undo. Something funny is happening. Oh, now that's a good idea. Joanna says she's been placing crystals on top of the cards to amplify the energy. Wondered about gridding the cards too. Of course, you can make a grid. You can put the cards round your room, round your house or round your room to bring that energy in. You can even choose a card for the night. The one that's come up as I just did that was the economy, the Buddhist energy. Trust that your needs will be met. So put the different cards around you, and you can even, as I was going to say, put one under your pillow at night. Read it, read the message, put it under your pillow, and know it will make a difference. So, um, it's just amazing what cards can do. I'm sorry, just reading the message. Oh, people saying all sorts of things in the diamond at the back, right? A diamond with eyes and a soul. You see a face, you see eyes. It- and each time it just lights you up internally. And this is what the aim was. I mean, I absolutely knew I wanted that golden heart. And then Damien, who did all the illustrations, he found that picture and it was perfect and radiated the light around it. Now, isn't that interesting? Veery says she's a little shocked to be fifth dimensional, thought to be a little baby. Nonsense. We are all more advanced than we realize we are. For 10,000 years, we've been told that we're miserable sinners, that we are no good. Even our parents put us down very often. And so I'm here telling you, you are more evolved than you thought you were. You are a very high frequency being. Remember this, before you even get to Earth, you have to be seventh dimensional. Your soul has to be seventh dimensional. You then come down into the third dimension and work your way up. So you're a mighty soul. And after 2032, only souls that are ninth dimensional will be able to come to Earth. And many of you are way beyond the seventh dimension. And you're just having to, we're all just having to relearn so that we can be who we truly are. This is why I'm doing so much work helping people connect to Metatron and the Metatron portals and Helios and be everything you can be. So let's just look at this card that jumped out, the economy, and we've got the Buddha. So the future is not about trying to be better than, earn more money than. It's about linking hands, working together, holding the frequency high of what your gifts are, doing what gives you soul satisfaction. We are still in that left brain society where we value left brain businesses, but this is on its way out very rapidly. The universe is now supporting things that you do that give you soul satisfaction, that wake up your creativity, that give you a good feeling and happiness, that help nature, that are doing things for others, working with children. Those are the things, and animals, of course, those are the things that the universe is supporting now. So all the old things are not going to be valued anymore. It's time for us now to start looking at what gives us happiness and spreading that happiness. One of the really important things right now is bringing our right and left brain into balance. That's something we are being asked to work on. It's quite easy to knock it out of balance by working too hard. If that happens, this is what my guidance was because I had a tendency to work too hard, spend too much time writing, all that sort of thing. Either do something creative to bring your right brain into balance, or listen to something on Audible, but not something that engages your thinking, but something light and easy, like something that is just digestible and takes you into a dreamy space. All of those things help your right brain to expand. Christine, that's wonderful. The hummingbirds, do they mean that we can work in service and our needs are met? Well, it means that amongst many other things, as I explained. But in the fifth dimension, and this is the message of this economy card, in the fifth dimension, as soon as you're fifth dimensional, your needs start to be met. As you raise your frequency, your needs are automatically met. When we move into the true golden future after 2032, we've only got to have a thought of a need and it's met. You think, I'm hungry, and a feast appears. You think, I want to go and visit my aunt, and there's a vehicle outside your front door. It's something currently beyond our understanding, but that's the true message of this card. Great, Ingrid. Your son's very vibrational and hardly any ego. Oh, sorry, you've just brought me to something else which is really quite recent and important. I was asked what masters I would like to bring forward, and I said, Lady, well, no, I actually said what I'd like is for something that dissolves my ego. You say your son has hardly any ego. And they said, call on Lady Nada. She's called Lady Nada, meaning nothing, because she has no ego whatsoever. And most of the great masters have still got some. And she will put a six-pointed magenta star in your third eye, and then just ask her to activate it. Do that every day. And that's a wonderful, wonderful way of gradually dissolving your ego so that you can move into the golden future, into the oneness that's there. Right. Oh, you're looking forward to sharing. Sorry, I got drawn away. Sorry, drawn away by reading this, and you're looking forward to sharing the golden future with him. Fabulous, Pammy. The teleportation card works a treat. Most recently, you didn't have a towel in your hotel room, so you went and requested telepathically, and voila, towels appeared. Well, this is one of the things about the golden future. Going to have to watch our thoughts so carefully. Can you imagine if every thought manifests? Whoa, we have got to really practicing manifesting carefully. If I'm doing a reading for myself, Anne, how I typically choose a card when doing a reading, I usually, personally for me, I either just shuffle the cards and open the deck, or I shuffle the cards and lay them out like that. And then I just pick whichever one comes to me, and it's always correct. But I do shuffle them. And the only reason I haven't been shuffling these is because we might need to just see a particular card if somebody asks about it. Yes, Anna, Lady Nada, the magenta color, the magenta six-pointed star, that's the triangle going up and the triangle coming down into your third eye, and ask her to activate it. And gradually, the energy will work into you. Ebony, you asked what's the new energy that the solar eclipse brought in. And education, the law, animals, and jump shift your life flew out of the deck. What? Isn't that interesting? Number 5, education. See what I was saying about having them in order? It won't take long before they're out of order, I don't suppose, but let's start. Education. When I first saw this card, when Damien sent it to me, I gasped. The first thing I saw, apart from the light bulb in his crystalline brain, were the 12 strands of DNA, then all the symbols, the sacred geometry, the new thoughts coming in. It's magical. And this is exactly what we were saying just now. Expand your right brain. Soon as you expand your right brain, magic and miracles start to happen. And as you know, our carbon-based bodies are no longer working with us. As soon as we move into the higher frequencies, we'll be bringing in crystalline body, crystalline brain. That doesn't mean to say it's hard like a crystal, but it has the qualities of a crystal. And so the crystalline brain that this light bulb moment is happening for this new child is about having a brain with a massive capacity for memory. It's a computer, but it's a computer that's connected to everybody else's computer. So you'll be totally connected to everybody, but at a high frequency. I mean, if it happened now, it would be disastrous. But we are moving into a much higher frequency where our brain is connecting to everybody else's and source. And the energy that's powering it is source energy. Well, I've taken the first one of the cards that you got, and now, of course, I can't find it again. Can I speak about homes? Yeah, the homes of the future are going to be built in clusters, communally built, totally ecological. They will be round because that's the divine feminine principle. The masculine principle is what we've had for 10,000 years, and that's the square corners. Now, energy gets stuck in corners. So the round feminine energy means that they can be much higher frequency. They will be built with communal facilities. What we forget now is we've been very isolated, especially in the West, for so long, so many people living on their own. And that's going to change. People's consciousness is shifting. It's a real consciousness change. And this consciousness change means that we're going to be have more togetherness, more oneness, more community spirit, more wanting to work together. There's a question here I've just picked up. In my street, there are families from Ukraine. I don't know where that is. Chechnya, Morocco, and so on. You love the children and they love you. What can you do for them with the cards? You can just sit out there in the sun, suggest you don't do it in the rain. And as soon as you're sitting out there and you're laying a few cards out on the pavement beside you, there will be children coming up to you, curious. And you can just show them and talk to them about the golden future, about the hope, about the fact that we're moving into a better world where it doesn't matter about the color of your skin, your background, anything. You are valued for who you are. And talk to them about all the amazing things that are going to happen. Give the children hope and a glimpse of the very positive future. And if you can do that, you've done really good work. Oh, that's true. IRP, I don't know what it's for. You love it that in the future we won't have to worry about where the children are, that they'll always be collected to them. Remember that your brain will be able to send out a message telepathically to the child. And what they will do, as they could do in Atlantis, but they will be able to do it again, is send you a video of what they're doing. So if they're climbing a tree, they send you a video of them up the tree with their friends. So you know where they are. It's not a time of secrets. It's going to be a time of openness, of everybody reading the auras so that you know how somebody's feeling. You don't say to somebody, "Oh, how are you today?" And they say, "Oh, I'm fine, thank you." And actually, you can sense that they're not fine because they know that you can read their aura. And so everyone is open and honest. It means that you can leave your front door open, welcoming people. It means that you have communal projects and you can leave tennis rackets on the tennis court for the next person to come and use it. Everything will be shared and honored and respected. Yeah, your great-grandchildren are highly evolved. I can't get this to move. Oh, sorry. I don't know why it won't. I keep trying to pin messages. It's moving. Oh, thank you, Ingrid. Yes. Do you know, she says the meditation last night to Pluto and the aquamarine light pyramid was so beautiful. That you've been serene and blissful today. That meditation last night just was awesome. And also very, very important for detoxifying us and detoxifying the planet. You ask for guidance in your situation in your apartment. And you ask for guidance in your situation in your apartment building. You've got planetary cleansing. Keep your space pure and clear. Came 2 days in a row. Finally made the decision or choice to leave. Isn't that brilliant? The fact that you saw that your space needed to be clean and clear meant that you knew that you had to move to find it. Will any of these changes happen before 2032, says Lanyana. I think some of them are already happening, and we're going to see an acceleration of them before 2032, and some will happen fairly quickly after 2032 as the vibration goes up. Oh, Susan, 3 times you pulled a card from the deck and you got number 20, robots. Let me see if I can find it. If I can't find it immediately, which seems to be the case, I've got, I can't just find it. But we think of robots and we think of AI. And of course, what we're getting now is third dimensional AI. We are moving to a time of fifth dimensional. So there will be robots that are there to help us, to serve us, to do the jobs that we don't want to do, not to. Not in the way that AI is being used at the moment. It is a frequency difference. And I don't know, why should you get the robot card? I think it's telling you to use technology only to make your own life simpler. Use it to help you and don't let it take over your life, which is what is happening to so many kids, especially now. Oh. Who's the best one to ask to help consume all the non-helpful stuck habits so that seem to get worse when I'm trying hard to heal or replace them with higher frequency actions? Archangel Gabriel is for purification. And if you ask Archangel Gabriel to purify your energies each day, and especially if you then name those habits, but this is really important, tell him what you want to replace them with. So you're focusing on the positive of what you want to bring in. Because if you ask for something to be cleared, it's like you've cleared a cupboard in the kitchen. You don't want to go and put the same things back in there, which is what we tend to do with our thoughts and habits. So you've got to be very clear about the new things you want to put in that cupboard. And as soon as you do that, then things start to shift and it's easier. Could I tell you, Anna, about teleportation? Well, I've lost them all now, the numbers. But as we move into higher frequencies, and we will very soon be starting the journey into the seventh dimension. As soon as we start to do that, and we can actually bring in our 12 strands of DNA and start to go into our bodies at an atomic level and change the atoms, then we can change our form. We can make ourselves invisible. We can move to another place and then reappear. And that's those are just some of the many things that we're going to be able to do in the golden future. We have got gifts awaiting us that are beyond amazing. When will we start to manifest golden communities through group visualization? We are on the brink of being ready to do this. It's about when we can get the consciousness to come together. Just before we went on air, I was looking at the community card of leadership and just looking at the energy of it, because then when you've got people coming together and they want to make a decision, instead of doing what we do now, everybody's got their idea of what they want and everybody talks and argues to get their idea forward. All of that is old age, third dimensional. People will go in, somebody to a meeting, say, somebody will put out the choices. Everybody will open their heart and say they want to make a decision for the highest good. Then everybody internalizes. They may hold hands, connect heart to heart, but they come out with a group decision for the highest good. And so it's very, very easy to make decisions. And because it's for the highest good, everybody accepts it easily. Oh, Gloria, you're 72. That's really, really young. You just hope you live long enough to see the golden future in, though you suspect it's already here. I think that's a wonderful thing to say. If you are living the golden future energy, of course it's here. Yeah, we're creating it. We're making it happen, and you can live it now. When will cancer be cured so that fewer people suffer? Okay, now this is possibly controversial to you. As you know, I've had stage 4 cancer twice. I regard it each time as a great gift. Each time it was an initiation. Each time it was a cosmic service offering, because I was taking in energy, dark energy from Atlantis, both times connected with Atlantis. And when I was operated and they were cleared, that energy was taken over and cleared from the planet. Many, many, many people now who have cancer are doing it as an offering of service to clear dark energy from the planet. Many people who are passing over with cancer, they had to make a choice how they were going to pass over. It's their time to pass. And what a soul offering to pass over with something that takes negative energy out of the planet and transmutes it. So the answer is, as soon as we raise the frequency so that people no longer have to make that soul offering. What's the best way to help farm factory animals? Well, there are several things you can do. Obviously, in your own life is not to eat meat. But the other things you can do is talk to Archangel Felier. He is the angel of animals, and ask him to help the animals. You can ask him to talk to people who are running these farms to give them ideas to do something different. You can also ask your guardian angel to talk to their guardian angel and ask them to help them to see animals differently. You can communicate telepathically with the animals and give them comfort and help. There are so many things we can do to help everybody and everything. We all have to make choices about what, what we're going to help most. Okay, let me just put something up about the Golden Stellar Internet now. Let me see if I could find that card. It would be brilliant if I could. 36. Ah, there it is. So this is the card of communication, and it's about communicating in a fifth dimensional way. Let's just see what. Oh, sorry, just being pulled in by a question. Will mental illness be gone in this decade like cancer? Well, mental illness is a soul choice. It's such a difficult thing to deal with, and it's about imbalance. So as soon as enough people bring themselves into balance, psychic balance, spiritual balance, then everybody is. This is why we as light workers are doing our work, because even though you sometimes think, oh my goodness me, I'm doing all this work to help the planet to do this. But what we're doing is raising the frequency so enough people can clear that energy, and then everybody's got it. So if enough people bring themselves into balance, then we won't need to have the mental illness. And if it's not about balance because that particular person is actually taking on ancestral karma, if enough people clear the ancestral karma, then it's cleared for everybody. I mean, there are different courses. Oh, thank you. Thank you about the cancer. You agree, and that's what you've also learned in your channelings, right? I'm trying to talk about the Golden Internet on Golden Stellar Internet number 36. Let's see. The message is the fifth dimensional consciousness of humanity is only interested in high vibration, illuminating, and uplifting transmissions. So what you can do to help create the Golden Stellar Internet, where we all have computers that work at a high frequency, is to ask Archangel Michael to fill your throat center with royal blue and gold energy. Then send out the intention to connect with the masters of telephony. And when you do this, and you might feel it if you've just done that, magnificent angels of the golden ray will come to you. Now, when you do this, I don't know if any of you did that, but when you do, then everybody trusts you, because everybody trusts you, so that the whole energy around you is about honesty, integrity, truth, and your life changes, everything changes. How can we do a layout to get answers to questions and answers? That's from Yvonne. What I do is I take the deck, I think of my question, I hold the deck in my hands. Remember, as soon as you do that, your frequency rises to the fifth dimension. And if you're already fifth dimensional, it rises higher into the fifth dimension. And then I shuffle the deck, I lay them out, There, I've asked my question, and I let 2 or 3 cards jump out at me, and I pick them up, and then I look at them and I see if a message jumps out straight away. If not, I'll read what it says in the booklet. At the end of that time, I have received guidance, and that will give me the answers. And sometimes people receive the answers. And I've had people contact me and they say, "This is what I got. I don't understand it." And the answer's so obvious. Now, somebody wanted to sell her shop and she was made an offer, and it was a good offer. And then she wasn't sure whether to sell the shop or not. And she picked a card, and it was population, seize your opportunities. But she couldn't see it. So, no, absolutely trust 100% that the answer you've asked for is there. And just write down the cards or leave them out somewhere until the answer comes to you. I think, shall we do a little meditation? Let's do a little meditation, and then I don't know what we're going to do. We'll just see what comes forward. And then, if there's time, we'll take some more questions. Okay. Just close your eyes. Just picking up my lovely, lovely Kumikar crystal. Just make sure your feet are connected to the earth. And I like to send down silver and gold roots right down into the pink crystalline heart of Lady Gaia. And just breathe in her love energy, the belonging, the knowing. And now breathe gold into your aura, because gold is the color of the golden future. And you'll have golden wisdom in your aura in the golden future. Find yourself walking along a path and you reach a golden gate. Open the gate and find yourself in nature. Just be aware of birds coming up to you. And you can now communicate with them. There's a stream with a beautiful swan majestically floating along. Ask it for a message. Be aware that you can communicate with the trees, with the animals, and you are totally safe, totally loved. Walk down the path to a road. Now, it's not a busy road, but you decide that you'd like to visit a school. As soon as you have that thought, a transport appears, maybe hovering above the ground. It may be that it's a flying transport that has landed for you. just get in. It may have a conductor if that's what you want, or it may be driverless. Just think that you would like to visit a school. And you're flying, moving silently, totally silently, until you find yourself at a small, round building. And you can hear laughter. Just emerge from your transport and be aware of the happiness of the children in this small community school. And you're aware that the children are communicating telepathically with each other. Each child has an individual learning program that fascinates them, that enables them to develop their gifts, that gives them a sense of satisfaction and joy and makes them feel alive and interested. And the teachers are highly respected, full of love, honesty, and fairness. See that the children are playing sports, are climbing trees, are doing simple, fun things. And then walk now. Walk from the school into a park. Have the absolute knowing that everyone is welcoming and friendly. You see a group of people painting. And then there are people all singing together, making music and singing. And on a lake, there are boats all laid out. Some people sailing, some people swimming, people on the water, playing in the water. Wander through the park. People may call to you and say, "Do join us." See what there is that you would like to do. You may never have done it before, but you are welcome, and you know you have the confidence to try. Take a moment to experience something that makes you feel happy, creative. Maybe a sport. Remember that everyone is totally honest, and so equipment is shared and left there for others to use. And now it's time to call a transport again. And this time, remember that you're going to make a decision in your local community, and your input is important. You are valued. You are respected just for being you. The transport takes you to another low, round building, but this is the community hall. Everybody greets you. You know everyone. And you're going into the meeting. Just look round, see all the smiling faces, and it's a decision about where to place a new home for a newly married couple. And the community will build the house. And they're wanting to decide where the best place is for everybody for this new home to go. And so somebody is telling you about the choices, where it can go, what kind of home they want. And then you're all sitting round with your eyes closed, tuning together for a decision for the highest good of everybody. And a picture comes into your mind of the best place for this house. Place full of sunlight and happiness. And you will open your eyes and you know that everybody has received the same picture. This is the perfect place for this house, for this home. And that you will be volunteering your time to do something to help that couple because you are all together in the community. And now it's time to leave this beautiful place and just to walk back along the path through the gate, but leave it open and return to where you are right now. One of those who is helping to bring forward the golden future. Then when you're ready, open your eyes. And it would be really lovely if you shared what that felt like, what you experienced. Did it feel familiar? And said peace. It felt so peaceful, beautiful, as if you really belonged and was welcome. That's exactly how everyone is going to feel in the future. There won't be outsiders. Your creativity was creating a monument out of ice cream, which everyone came to share. Community and love, so loving. You helped others create sun catchers. That's fantastic. And that's a hint about you as a teacher and sharing. The school was everything we've ever dreamt about. And they will come about. Already children are saying they won't go to school. It's coming from the children. And of course, Lord Kuthumi, the great world teacher, is working very hard to create a system for the children, not for the politicians. Yeah, you felt safe. Beautiful sense of community, very familiar place of belonging. You saw a stream next to a big tree. When you entered the door, there was a hummingbird flying next to you. They are lovely, yeah. Wonderful. Well, what will happen to the big cities if we live in small communities? The new golden cities will be much, much smaller than the cities that we have now. They will be built very differently. Um, there will be a community feeling, lots of water built on circles. You know, the old will die away and be replaced by something beautiful. New beautiful rainbow light. You were transported on your unicorn. Lovely. And of course, the unicorns are coming in more and more and more. You saw a green star radiating out of everyone. Yeah, lovely. Happy, innocent, authentic children in oneness. School felt as if you'd been there before. Felt like you lived it before. Yeah, it is. It's a bit like it was in Atlantis, only a frequency higher. This is the thing. Thank you, Janet. I was a little surprised when I read your comment. Not laden with sugar and chemicals. Absolutely right. Don't forget, everybody will be eating delicious, organic, nutritious food again, much more plant based. And there will be ample for everyone. And it will be local food. You felt, Caroline, you felt like some of the energy from the meditation last night felt like the elementals were doing their thing, keeping the space clear. And of course, one of the things in the golden future is that people will be communicating with elementals again. When we communicate with them, they can help keep the slugs from eating the lettuces because they will talk to them. And people will have a sacrificial area, but it's the elementals that take the slugs to that area. It'll be again a very different way of gardening. Oh, you could feel the joy, excitement, and wonder with the children. The music and sound was healing. Yeah, there'll be lots more right brain work in schools. Thank you for that. Will the old buildings disappear or dissolve? Well, I expect a lot of them will just be cleared away and something new will come in. But don't forget that the very low cities that we have now, they will not be there anymore. Ah, fantastic. I believe I visit this place already in my dreams. You've had dreams where you're transported in vehicles that are far beyond what we have here. Yeah, this is 2050 and beyond. And it doesn't feel mechanical, but like flying naturally. Yeah, after 2050, the world will be inconceivable to us now. The changes will be so enormous, but we are the ones that are starting the process of bringing it about and bringing about the crystalline bodies that are going to create that. I mean, I'm at this moment busy creating portals in my garden. I will share in my newsletter soon. Fabulous portals which have got the sacred geometry of the stars and the planets so that it can access the energy direct. No, no. Anything that's beautiful won't disappear. Why should it? Beauty won't disappear. Yeah, Findhorn Garden, Manuela. Beautiful, fantastic place. And Eileen Caddy's book was amazing, describing how they created the gardens and how they worked with the elementals and things. Oh, things keep popping up so that I can't see the writing. How do you know when you're 90? Ninth dimensional. I won't worry about that yet. It's a long, long way to go. Oh, you mean if you're a ninth dimensional soul coming in? You probably don't, but you will want to help humanity and the planet and just serve in some way. Yeah. Will we naturally move from houses and buildings we have now to round and better ones? Yeah, don't forget, there will be fewer people on the planet. There will be more land, more green. We won't have the industrial cities. It'll be, oh, much gentler, much easier. Why did I leave the door open at the end? That was the picture that I was shown, and it's so that you can bring the energy into now. Okay? It has been absolutely lovely talking to you. Thank you for joining me. It's been real fun, and I hope it's helped you and that I've answered the questions. It's such a fascinating subject, and it's my favorite thing talking about the golden future and all the amazing things going to happen. Yeah, there are lots of people creating round houses now. It's coming in, it's on its way. Thank you. And thank you. Yeah, they'll have crystal healing temples and lots of, oh, anyway, it's amazing. Read the Golden Future book. There's lots and lots about it in there. And bye bye for now. See you soon. And remember, actually, that next month I'm doing the codes of regeneration and rejuvenation, which are awesome. And then the month after that, I'm doing the energy from Pluto, which again is beyond anything. I'm bringing that through for myself now, starting doing that every day. And oh, life is so exciting. Hope to see you all soon and lots of love.